Do you know how it feels to be such a chronic disappointment to your family that they have forever lowered their expectations of you, and now the bar is literally set to the fucking gutter? Me too, bro. And to be honest, I don't blame them. On my 17th birthday, I was out all night being a complete degenerate, taking acid and ecstasy, smoking weed. And while I was tripping balls, I got a very long text from my mother basically calling me a complete worthless loser, a failure who got kicked out of school because he put in 0% effort into anything. And over the next few years, I continued to be a disappointment. Every single time I got fired from a job, I had to go home and tell her that I was still that worthless failure. A little piece of my soul was eaten away every single time. In 2024, something even worse happened. I disappointed myself more than I'd ever disappointed my family. In the space of a few short months, I started and gave up on multiple business ventures. I was living with my friend, trying to help him with his construction business. I also met an amazing girl, fell deeply in love, and ended up breaking her heart because I didn't feel worthy of her. I genuinely left her because I was in such fear that she was going to leave me for my best friend. And what do you know? Just a few short weeks after, I got absolutely cucked when I got told that he planned to date her. And like a little bitch, I didn't slap him around the face. I didn't confront him. I just ran home with my tail in between my legs. And you know, the first words I said to my poor mother when I told her I was moving back, I said, "Oh, I don't like myself." When that was putting it lightly. In reality, I fucking hated myself. None of these failures were an accident. Everything that's ever gone wrong in my life has stemmed from a poor mindset. And do you know the one way of thinking that has held me back the most? The one mindset that has stolen years of progress from me, that has caused me to quit countless goals, give up on too many business attempts to even remember. The mindset that has caused me to flip-flop around, frantically trying different training programs, never sticking with them long enough to achieve the desired results. You know, manically chasing extreme new diets, self-improvement routines that are supposed to change my life in 2 weeks. And just give up. Return back to the same old stagnant mess as always. Absolutely hating myself. Looking in the mirror with disgust at an individual who's worthlessly failing everything he ever tries. A quitter. A loser. The mindset that has destroyed years of my life, where I would be always chasing instant pleasure, smoking weed all day, every day, painting the walls with my cum multiple times a day, simping over girls who didn't want me, stuffing my face full of shitty junk food, getting fired from jobs left, right and centre, getting kicked out of school, and fucking just being a chronic disappointment to my parents, literally causing my mum to cry. This mindset I've been talking about is short-term thinking. Expecting immediate, quick results with no effort, with no real sacrifice. Always desperately chasing some shiny new tip, trick or hack that's supposed to speedrun my results. That one thing that is the key to unlocking everything I'm looking for. this short-term mindset is definitely not helped by this world we're living in, when you can click one button on your phone and order food right to your door, order naked people clapping cheeks right in front of you, and do all kinds of depraved shit that our ancestors never would have dreamed was even possible. But we have to take some responsibility, because it's not just this modern world, it's us. We are actively making these decisions. Let me tell you, this instant quick fix mindset caused me to do so much damage to my own karma. I have this debt that's been built up from the universe because I spent years of my youth shoplifting. I'm not proud to admit that I literally stole money from my parents' wallets because I was desperate for some weed and I couldn't figure out any other low-level degenerate scheme to get it, so I reached for the instant quick fix. One night I was out with my boys and I took some bolt cutters, not even bolt cutters, hedge clippers, and do you know what I did with that? I found a bike with the weakest possible chain, because again, chasing instant fucking gratification, trying to put in as little effort as possible to get as much out of it, and I started clipping away at the chain, looking, wow, oh, is anyone watching? Is anyone watching? Even my boys were laughing at what a pathetic loser I was. And let me tell you, that it was a shit bike as well. I ended up swapping that for another bike I stole, where it was just leaning, there was a bike leaning against the wall of a house, and I thought, oh, that looks better than mine, so I just swapped them and rode off on the new one. Fuck. I shouldn't really be laughing, because that's really low-level behaviour, and I can't use the excuse, oh, I was young and stupid, because that was me. I made that decision. I accumulated all this karmic debt. I further fed into this crackhead mindset of now, immediate results. And that mindset, like I already mentioned, has caused me to start chasing success. Oh, I'm gonna build my online personal brand on LinkedIn and make as much money as quickly as possible. And what do you know? None of that shit worked, because the shortcut will always end up being the long cut. Every single time you try to speed run your way into results, it's going to take far longer than it needs to, because you're going to have to go back and fix all of your mistakes. And even harder, you're going to have to fix this entitled little brat mindset. Oh, I didn't go viral after posting one TikTok. Oh, this shit isn't for me. Oh, come on, bro. You're literally acting like a fucking nitty. You're like a scavenging street urchin. I don't know where I'm going with that, but genuinely ask yourself, what would you spend the next 10 years doing if you were guaranteed no results? What is an effort you can sustain for the next 10 years that you can gradually build up so that you can build real momentum? Seriously, men who think in decades are dangerous. You might have heard this quote by Alex Hormozy that people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10. Man, isn't that the truth? I can only imagine if the first ever time I had an idea, for building my online personal brand, and I realized that it was going to take way longer than I thought, and I actually stuck with it through to completion. I can't even imagine where I'd be now. I can't imagine how much more jacked, stud-like and personally developed I would be if the first ever time I stepped foot in the gym, I actually internalized, fuck man, I can't be hopping around looking for the next quick fix. I have to accept the long-term grind, just make steady progress, because slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I was having a conversation with a lovely guy in the sauna today who was 38, just had his first kid, and we were talking about habits, you know, training, mindset. He was very impressed by my mentality, said that I was at a very good age, and I asked him, you know, what was the thing he was struggling with the most right now, you know, what was he's having the hardest time being consistent with. And then he asked me the same question, and I said, it's feeling like I'm behind. It's seeing all of these young millionaires out there and feeling like, fuck, why am I not there yet? Do you know why I'm not there yet? Because I've been chasing quick fixes. But even worse, I've been planning for results now, but not acting with the speed and ferocity that would achieve them. Don't get it twisted. Even though you have to be patient and realize that it's going to take way longer than you thought, you still have to act with urgency. You have to time collapse the space between when you get an idea and when you execute on it. And I notice this every single time I have a video idea, and I put it down in my notes, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll wake up this day when it's scheduled and then I'll record it. The idea just seems to lose some of its potency. The video doesn't seem to slap as hard as it would if I had that idea and I was like, fuck, let's go. And every single time I make a video in the heat of the moment, man, number one, it feels incredible because the flow state is unmatched, and number two, it actually gets a much better response. But again, short-term thinking will destroy years of your progress. You can actually reach such an amazing peace of mind once you realize everything's going to be far longer and way more difficult than you could ever possibly imagine. Because now you have the freedom to truly create what you want. Seriously think about how specifically you want to design your life and just start executing on it. Being directionally correct is so much more important than getting everything right straight away, because this mindset of getting, I need to be perfect, I need everything to be aligned, it's never going to happen, right? You just need to act with speed and urgency on a daily basis, but have the patience to keep going even when you're not seeing the outcome that you want when you want it. And that's exactly why I'm saying, fuck trying to follow some cookie cutter little formula. Fuck hopping around on Instagram at all of these creators who want to tell me how to grow my Instagram 10k followers in 1 month, chasing trends, tips, tricks and hacks, and just pour my heart and soul into creating these long form videos 3 times a week, sustain that effort forever, literally for the rest of my life. And when I realized that this is actually exactly what I want, the bliss and peace of mind I felt was incredible.
because now I can fully just enjoy the daily process, one-up myself every single time, focus on mastery and slowly fine-tuning my craft. And when I had this like short-term thinking mindset, I had no idea what my craft even was, because I couldn't even conceptualize it. All I knew was like, oh, now, views, you know, money in my bank right now. That's so vague and unspecified that nothing's ever going to come of it. But ever since I decided to go all in on this YouTube shit, like fully committed, no matter what, no matter how long it took, I'm starting to get better results. Focus on the daily inputs and fall in love with the process, because at the end of the day, that's all we have, the exact moment we're in right now.